Hey there, friends and fans. This is the Grandmaster Arcturus here for the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Let's Play on behalf of the Kingdom Hearts Wiki. With me again this week is Nezzy from the KHP. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing fine. We're doing good.
Alright, and this week we'll be finishing off Wonderland. We got, apparently Alice disappeared in the last, at the end of the last episode during, after the fight with the Queen's card soldiers. And apparently we're gonna need to go and see if we can find her, see where she got off to here in Wonderland.
Which means exploring.
Yep, and here's our new enemy for this week. We got the large body. I mentioned him last week, and basically his gimmick is that you can't attack him from the front.
Unless you're really good and hit him exactly on the head.
Yeah, and when I say you can't attack him from the front, you can. That's referring to physical attacks, I should say. Magic can still hit him from the front, like you just saw me using, but physical attacks can only hit him on the back or on the top of his head.
It makes for a very aggravating enemy.
Yeah, especially at this low level. Like, I know I keep saying that I'm a low level, but it's honestly true. I'm really low level for where I'm at right now. Because see, normally I would actually have spent more time on Destiny Islands getting like probably around 100 potions by defeating Riku 100 times on the first day. But I did not choose to do that this time, so I am a little lower level than I would normally be. Because normally, when I choose the rod, go with the rod route, I usually leave Destiny Islands at level 15, which is the level you get Scan at. Now we're going to feed this flower a potion again, because we need to move that rock for future traversal.
This is such a weird world just for this part, where you actually need to have items.
Yeah, and for puzzle solving.
I don't think there's any other, possibly moments in any other game that I can think of where this happens.
Where you have to use items to puzzle solve?
Yeah, like, not key items, usable items.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by just normal items, because every RPG has key items that you'll have to use to puzzle solve, but it's rare that you find an RPG that makes you use consumables for puzzle solving.
Yeah. And what's this one going to give you?
This should help.
This one is going to give me a Mega Potion. I trade my High Potion for MP Bubbles and a Mega Potion. Yeah, like the treasure chest, I'll be skipping the Trinity marks as well. If only because, most of the time they give you a treasure chest, so on top of the Trinity mark animation, you also have to do the chest opening animation to get the final prize. So that's a significant amount of game time that's wasted trying to get that item.
We want to move fast.
Yeah, we want to move fast, if like I said in the last episode, to get to Neverland as quickly as possible. Oh, and by the way, you'll never see me equip that at EXP 0. I am not even near daring enough to try and tackle Proud Mode without experience. Which actually, if I'm not mistaken, was just added to the remix. It wasn't even in the original Final Mix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe that's right. If I remember. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was introduced in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Yeah, so this is pretty much it shows that they were actually thinking and putting new stuff in this. Which I don't think many were. I mean, sure, it's something small like that, but it just shows that they were forward thinking enough to try and make the games as, I guess.
Did you memorize all the seats you needed to sit in for this?
Well, it's not that hard to memorize. Basically, you start in the first one, and then you just skip every other, and then you go every other one. And then after that, the pink one that's next to the last one you sit in is also one you can get a present from. And that's all the presents. The rest of the other ones lead to lead to battles. I'm not sure if there's any kind of significance to the ones that they chose to put gifts on, but I don't think so. I think it's just that those are the ones they chose.
Maybe it was a joke from the movie or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
This whole gimmick with the bizarre room is kind of interesting, but it makes for very aggravating, like treasure chest completion, I guess.
Yeah.
This is one of the places where there are so many hidden spots and triggers that you have to find in order to get everything. Yeah,
there's quite a few, and like you said, it makes for an annoying experience.
Yeah, like right now, the only thing you have to worry about, since you're skipping the treasure chest, the only thing you have to worry about are those lamps, which you'll have to get to in a second after this.
See ya.
After you take out.
After I fire pistol the heck out of that large body. I do. And
also the doors that only go one way. That's another really annoying thing.
Yeah. There, if you notice right there, leveling up made Goofy come out of his knockout status, which I really like that a lot, because it's not in every RPG that you'll see that a character leveling up causes them to resurrect.
That's true. Although it depends. The ones where you don't gain experience when you're knocked out, you're not going to see that. But there are a number of them where if you level up in the right time, you get either resurrected or something happens. I know that, for an example, in Pokemon, if one of your party faints, or if that's one of the ones where if you're fainted, you don't gain any experience. But interestingly, if you are in a trainer battle and you level up, and then your party member faints, but then it evolves, then it gets resurrected.
And it resurrects through evolution.
Yeah. This is a little tricky thing. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
This guy. So which do you think is the real face?
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell.
So in this is the fire god.
The Trick Master. And basically his gimmick is that he just uses lots of fire.
You do have Blizzard equipped, right?
I do, but it's just hard. It's hard to get a shot off on it.
It is very hard. The best chances you have are from the platforms and the table, and even then it's really difficult because he only has one spot that you can hit. And I don't even know what the music thing is.
Oh, what the battle theme?
No, the music notes around his head.
Oh, those. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem to really affect anything, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem to come up more when he's just about to attack. I guess it's a sign that he's about to. Well, no, because he's attacking without the notes going. He wasn't attacking without the notes.
Maybe he only does it when he's staying in one place.
Or possibly when he's about to do the slam attack that takes away platforming, or a specific piece of platforming.
Also, the oven's on.
That is how he activates his fire. He will stick his wand on the oven, and that will light them on fire.
It's too bad you can't actually make that faucet on the wall, work during this battle. So
I'm not exactly sure how that would affect anything, though.
Like if you went underneath it.
Yeah, but that would be really hard to kind of stage. It's pretty kind of hard. It'd be kind of hard to get that to actually work out.
That's true.
And here he lights his wands on fire. Normally this battle would have been over well before now, but low level, so...
It's a bit of a trade-off. You skip the battles, but then the ones that you can't skip, you gotta make up for that time.
Yeah.
How do you think they come up with the weird color schemes for Final Mix, like the Ultimate?
I don't know. That's always fascinated me, the color choices they chose for palette swaps.
Yeah. And you notice that possibly the only emblem Heartless that don't get palette swaps are the musical note ones. The musical.
Indeed.
I think that's right.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. But then again, their name it's possibly because their actual names have a color included as part of it.
That's true. And it's only later in like Birth by Sleep. Well, they might have also done it in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, but in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the red, blue, and yellow first did still get their color swapped. Just, it was a little different. There were a lot more gradients.
That were their colors part of their names?
Yeah. Wait. Red, hot chili pepper, yellow mustard.
Oh, okay.
What's the blue one? Blue sea salt or something. Yeah, that's right. Sea salt.
This should help.
Yeah, here I am just trying to dodge his fireball attack, so I can.
See ya.
Yep.
You know, it's lucky that this is not one of the games where fire can heal, or magic can heal if you use it on the wrong enemy.
Actually, oh wait, no, it doesn't heal in this game. It's just nullified.
Not very effective.
Yeah, there's no effect.
Yeah. It's in Chain of Memories where you end up with healing.
Yeah, it starts in Chain of Memories, but I think the other games actually continue that trend.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying because you're always having to worry about whether you accidentally are gonna heal the enemy you're fighting.
What a racket.
Yeah.
How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
But at least here you didn't have to worry about that, which is good because Blizzard it's not as I guess accurate as Fire.
Well, no, I guess it fires like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's a bit of a spread, but not much of one yet.
No, it becomes much better once we finally hit Blizzaga.
Mm-hmm.
But that won't be toward the end of the game.
And this guy. surprise, Alice is not here.
Yeah, she's already been kidnapped.
You just wasted your time.
It could have been worse. Could have been. They could have had boss battles that don't give EXP, like in other Final Fantasy games.
Yeah. That would have been pretty bad. Although, I mean, technically in Kingdom Hearts 2, they don't really give experience, but instead they have the bonus rewards.
Wait, seriously? I'd never noticed that before.
Well, yeah, instead of a regular level up, the leveling up system is a little different. In Kingdom Hearts 2, and I think Birth by Sleep, leveling up will raise your strength, magic, or defense. But if you want HP or MP to go up, you get them from rewards, like bonus rewards from beating bosses.
Oh, or completing certain objectives.
Right. Same for certain... Yeah, the bonuses is also how you get certain abilities, or accessory or item slots. And I think there's something else. I mean, of course, drive forms. But yeah, leveling up normally only affects strength.
But bosses don't give experience?
No. I feel like that... I'm pretty sure.
Well, that may be because I just don't pay attention that much. And I will be leveling up quite a bit in Cage too, because the proud mode for that, or actually no, I won't be doing proud mode. I'll be doing critical mode. Critical mode for that one, because that's gonna be that I've never done before, and I've heard that you the trade-off for having your HP cut in half is that you get a lot higher. Your strength and defense and everything go up a lot faster, I should say.
Shoot, now I'm not sure about the experience thing, because I don't think you get two bonuses, like if you leveled up and get the bonus prize, their bonus reward. Nuts. Now I gotta check.
Now that would just require playing it a little.
Oh,
True.
my head. Donald?
One of the annoying things about the 1.5 remix, they said that there was going to be a very big, graphical difference, and for the most part, everything is a lot sharper, but you still end up with the meaningless lip flaps that happen.
You know, to be honest, the way I've always thought, the way it was explained to me was that with the remixes and lots of HD remasters from other companies as well, it's that the game looks how you remember it, not how it would actually look on its original game disc.
I guess that's true.
So you
Except
remember it looking this good on the PS2, although if you were to stick a PS2 disc in right now, you would see that it actually does not look that good on PS2.
Right. I guess that's true. Although there are still moments like there was a I guess it was a scene that was shown in a trailer.
Danger.
It's of your second visit to
Thank you.
Traverse Town with Riku and Maleficent.
What is this?
Oh
And-
yeah, we discussed that.
Okay.
Me and what's his name?
Where did the others go? Look,
Oh shoot,
I
I
got
forgot him.
separated
Forgot
from
his
my
name
friends.
at this point.
Was it
Have
Jane?
you seen them?
No, it wasn't. He was.
Friends.
I'm looking for him
Right,
on my
my
context
friends.
list.
There's two of them. The loud one is Don.
But anyways, it was. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was
what?
Chain. My
Never
mistake.
mind.
Yeah, it was Chain. And
I'm
he is.
looking for my friends,
he was the one who mentioned
Riku
that the
and Kairi.
there was a little bit of
Look
false
for
advertising because
Riku. Friends.
the graphics looked
Right.
better in the pre-advertisements than they
Kairi.
actually ended up
Friends.
looking in the game.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That definitely did happen.
Friends. Here.
Really?
But as I was saying, with the game looking like you remember it and not what it actually does, if you stick a PS2 disc in, that actually ties into.
Not sure I
Ironically
understand,
enough,
but
that
show me.
actually
Take
ties
me to Riku
into
and Kairi.
the theme of the next game that comes up chronologically.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go.
It actually ties into
Sora,
the theme of Chain of Memories, which is kind of funny if you think about it. How true to life the theme that runs through that game actually is.
Well, he did kind of hit you over the head with it in literally every floor.
Yeah, they did, but still, you wouldn't expect a video game to have a theme that really has a significance in real life.
Gosh, where are
Most of them are just great stories that to tell that are
sure
just
Sora's okay.
good to tell, and it's fun to hear. But
They
it's
don't really
rare.
have lessons.
Yeah, it's rare that a game actually has a life lesson.
Yeah, one that's not behold the power of friendship.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best parts of Chain of Memories is the fact that it has an actual life lesson that you can learn and take back after the game.
This guy.
Here's your supervillain for the episode for the world.
Deep Jungle is another one of those worlds. I mentioned earlier, Wonderland has so many hidden triggers and pathways, and just the Bazaar Room itself, there's so many ways you can enter it to access different things. And a lot of the chests are hidden that way. Another thing, Deep Jungle, I feel, is a lot like that, especially the chests that are all around the treehouse. Like, for the longest time, I didn't know about all the, about getting onto the upper floor and the ladders and the chests that were up there.
Yeah, speaking of which, if I'm not mistaken, they changed one of the chests here at the treehouse from vanilla to this remix. They, I believe.
Well, to be fair, they actually changed pretty much a vast majority of chests from regular to the final mix. I don't know whether they made an extra change for a remix, but pretty much like if you have a treasure chest list for the original game, it's going to be next to useless for final mix.
Yeah, because one of the ones I was going to mention right there was was at the top of the treehouse. There's a treasure chest with in vanilla. It's a Protega chain, which really boosts your defense for this early in the game. In this game, in the final mix, they changed the Protega chain that's in that chest to a Protera chain, so you're not getting quite as significant a defense boost.
I see you went for the non-minigame route to the camp.
Well, yeah, mostly because that minigame you can't even really do yet.
Right, you're just basically following along the way. It doesn't really mean anything. You get no goals or rewards for it. It's just
no, because the minigame doesn't actually activate until like after you've completed the world.
Yeah. It's just it gives you an opportunity to mess up and hurt yourself.
Yeah. And right there, that was me just slapping that because I was trying to get through the dialogue box.
Screw you, phonograph. No one likes you.
Exactly.
And I like the little shout out to Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, the G set. That's actually that was first pointed out to me by a friend, and I was like, "Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting."
Deep freeze.
This little feature of creating items is pretty cool, even though you can only do it once.
Yeah. Still, the synthesis shop is the end-all be-all of item creation.
Fire.
Yeah, this is the only time you get to use non-synthesis synthesis. Also, I find it funny that the Disney the Disney world has a way of creating potions.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
It would be interesting if all the items changed to more world-specific items every time you move to a different world.
Yeah, but then it would just get confusing.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's go see what's going on here in the tent.
Jane.
And we got Jane, the researcher.
Tarzan.
They have only one tent.
And who's this?
Hi there. I'm...
Oh, you speak English. So then...
Not exactly sure that's what it's
obviously you're
called
not
on
related
Destiny
to
Highlands. It
Tarzan.
may be called something else.
Are you here to study the gorillas?
Destiny-ish.
Yeah. It's,
Highly doubtful.
but the meaning is the same.
Uh-huh.
At this point, I would just
Goofy,
call it Galactic
Donald.
Basic. Given that's what they call it in Star Wars.
Yeah.
A circus of
And
clowns.
it's Disney owns Star
Not
Wars
much
now,
use
so
for
I just
hunting
call it
the
Galactic
birds.
Basic.
That
Mr.
works.
Clayton, we're studying
With a
them,
random
not
pair of
hunting
shoes
them.
hanging from the
This
ceiling.
is research. Well, the more the merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
Where's her father?
Anyway, I'm staying.
That's a good question. I guess they couldn't afford to
look
throw
what
him
we
in
found.
there. Not that he had much to do with the story they were going with, anyways.
His character model was so stocky that they couldn't do it. They couldn't fit him in.
That and this is every single world here in this game has basically a compressed version of their original story, if they even follow by it at all.
Yeah.
Because the world's
Some
actually
of them don't follow it. At
yeah,
all.
because it's not until Kingdom Hearts 2 that the worlds actually get their proper stories. Well, I should say a majority of them. Like, for instance, Atlantica doesn't get its proper story until Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right. There's Atlantica and the Halloween Town. Well, Halloween Town is like a sequel to the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well,
it's like
Tarzan?
somewhere in the middle, the events
Where
of
are
that
my
movie happen,
friends? Riku and Kairi.
or some sort of version of it.
Yeah, and then in Kingdom Hearts 2, we get the actual story for Halloween Town that was presented in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Kind of.
Young man, we've
Except
been in
that,
this jungle for some time
Except
now.
that apparently Jack
But we have
already
yet
tried
to
to take over
encounter these friends
Christmas
of
once.
yours. I'd wager they
Oh,
were
I
the
thought that was his
gorillas,
first
but
attempt. I
Tarzan
thought we were
refuses
visiting
to
when it was
take
still
us
his
to
first
them.
attempt.
Well, it
Really,
would be,
Mr.
except
Clayton.
that
Tarzan wouldn't
Santa
help.
already
Then take
knows
us
him.
there. Take us to
And,
the gorillas. Gorillas.
It's right after
okay.
they meet. That's right after Sora and company meet Santa, and Santa's like, "Jack Skellington, what trouble you brought me this time?" And Sora says,
okay.
"This time."
Tarzan.
And
Okay,
Jack
yeah,
says
so-
it's a long story.
Tarzan.
So it would have
Kerchak.
helped if they'd have proofread what they were doing
He
and,
must be the
and
leader.
made sure that they
Perfect.
didn't
I'll
have
go along
the
as an
guy
escort.
voicing say this
After
time.
all, the jungle is a dangerous
Just say
place.
who are you, and say who are you and what kind of trouble have you wrought for me?
Well, no. Well, yes, they could have done that, but I guess in my mind, my headcanon is that some version of the events of the movie happened at some point before
Before they show up again.
Yeah, and it just had to somehow happen without Oogie Boogie. All right.
Yep, and we're actually at the end of the episode this week, so we're I didn't even notice we were already there. But this is Grandmaster Arcturus. I'll be signing off now. And if you're interested in checking out any more LPs I have on my personal channel, I have X-Men Legends right there, and I'm actually working on Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories on my personal channel if you want to check that out. So I also this is Grandmaster Arcturus signing off for the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play on behalf of Kingdom Hearts Wiki, and I want to thank Nezzy for joining me again this week. Thank you very much, sir.
Not a problem.
And well, that's all. We'll see you next week.